Okay, great. So I've received. Okay, thank you, Abhishek, Manisha, Sasi. Okay, great. Okay, so a very good evening and a very warm welcome again. Uh, okay, so my name is Himanshu Tyagi, and I'm your host for today's session. Today's session is about how to make perfect timetable. Okay, for UPSC civil service examination preparation. Okay, so we'll be talking about the basic things that you need to be careful while making your timetable. We'll also be discussing about what can be the perfect timetable. So I'll share a sample timetable with you. So I have made it. Okay, so Harsh is saying Hindi में भी बोलिएगा. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll speak in both the language. Okay, so मैं हिंदी में भी convert करता जाऊंगा जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ. Okay, so आज के सेशन में हम लोग आईएएस के एग्जाम के लिए, सिविल सर्विसेज एग्जाम के लिए जो टाइम टेबल कैसे बनाना है, ओके, विल डिस्कस अबाउट दैट. Okay, so we'll be discussing about what are the basic things that you need to take care of while creating your timetable. I'll also be sharing one timetable of mine, okay, which I have prepared with you being a civil service aspirant in mind. So आपको मैंने दिमाग में रखते हुए कि आप अगर सिविल सर्विसेज की तैयारी कर रहे हो तो सुबह से लेके रात तक का आपका क्या टाइम टेबल होना चाहिए. ठीक है, तो मैंने वो एक आई हैव क्रिएटेड दैट सैम्पल टाइम टेबल एज वेल. So which will give you a very clear idea of how you can prepare your own timetable. You can follow the same. आप उसको सेम टू सेम फॉलो कर सकते हो या फिर आप अपने स्केड्यूल के हिसाब से उसमें कुछ चेंजेस कर सकते हो. ओके ओके, सो इन बिटवीन द सेशन आपको कुछ भी अगर इफ यू हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ क्वेरी क्वेश्चन यू कैन जस्ट पुट इन ऑन टू द चैट विंडो. ठीक है, किसी भी तरह का आपको कोई भी क्वेश्चन आता है, ठीक है, सो आप उसको चैट विंडो में डाल सकते हैं. आप अपना क्वेश्चन मैं आंसर कर दूंगा. ठीक है, तो किसी भी तरह का कोई क्वेरी आता है, क्वेश्चन आता है, यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम टू पुट इन. आई विल आंसर ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन ऑफ योर्स. ओके, so for first 20-25 minutes I'll be speaking. I'll be sharing my thoughts with you about the timetable of UPSC CSE preparation. How can you create that? And then I'll take your queries. Sounds good? Okay, so let's go with the session. Okay, so first thing, uh, so some basic tips. If you wanted to create your own timetable, तो कुछ चीजों का जो ख्याल रखना है आपको. Some basic things that you need to take care of while creating your timetable. Okay, so first thing that is extremely important. See, the preparation for civil service examination is basically, it's a long preparation. Bare minimum, it will be 1.5 year preparation. Okay, so and then examination itself is 7, 8, 9 months long. Okay, so you have to have a 2 year time plan, in mind. So with this kind of a long preparation module, you require some kind of a place where you're gonna study continuously, constantly, day in day out for next 365 days or 600 days. Okay, so create that space for you. That is the first basic requirement if you wanted to start preparing for civil service examination. It cannot happen that you probably you are in a home and you can sometime you are studying at one place, sometimes studying at another place, sometimes studying at at a different place. Okay, if you really wanted to seriously prepare for civil service examination, create a study place for yourself with a perfect study environment. Okay, what do I mean by perfect study environment? That obviously there should be least amount of disturbance at that particular place. Okay, there should be some kind of a peace out there. The place looks like you wanted to prepare. Okay, so you may have some maps, the syllabus of UPSC examination, the notification, all those printouts, your books, everything should be ready. Okay, you should feel like studying while sitting out there. Okay, second thing that you need to take care of while preparing for UPSC examination is that see, the biggest enemy for yours, the biggest challenge that you're gonna face while preparing for UPSC examination is time. Okay, it will not be your general studies topic, it will not be your optional subject, it will not be your CSAT, it will be time. ठीक है, सबसे ज्यादा जो बड़ा चैलेंज आप फेस करेंगे पूरी प्रिपरेशन में, टाइम का चैलेंज फेस करेंगे. हमेशा आपको टाइम कम लगेगा. एवरी टाइम विल फील लाइक द टाइम इज समथिंग दैट यू आर स्ट्रगलिंग विद. Okay, so that is why creating a timetable and maintaining that timetable is extremely important. Okay, so one thing that you need to make sure if you wanted to prepare well for UPSC examination is that you be a time lord. What do I mean by that? That you control time instead of time controlling you. Okay, so if you have decided to, let's say, study for next 1.5 hour and finish this particular portion, then do it in that particular time. Okay, so follow the timeline that you've set for yourself. Be a time lord. Okay, third thing that you need to make sure while creating your timetable is that make sure your timetable have different varieties. It should be, you should be it should be interesting. That means monotony should not be there. Okay, you should not be studying for one topic for the whole day. Okay, otherwise what will happen, that monotony will set in and you start dragging down, at the probably second half of your day. Okay, ask for help whenever you feel that there is some situation where you're not able to follow your timetable, you're not able to follow the, let's say, the goal that you have set for yourself. Then ask for help. Maybe your goal setting is wrong. Okay, maybe your timetable making is, somewhat flawed. Okay, so maybe whatever coaching that you are taking your classes in, or maybe whatever mentors that you are taking help from, ask him about your timetable. Okay, then break it up. This is extremely important. Just make sure that you always have sufficient significant break in between the day. Okay, uh, so in between your study hours there should be breaks. It is extremely important. Okay, then reward yourself with a treat every time whenever you achieve a goal, whether it's a weekly goal, whether it's a monthly goal, whether it's a daily goal, whatever you set you for yourself while creating the timetable. If you achieve that goal, treat yourself. Maybe, order a pastry, a pizza, go out, whatever you feel like doing. Okay, but reward yourself so that you have that sense of achievement. Okay, and then one thing is extremely important. I've seen a lot of student making this mistake while creating their timetable, that all the time duration that they have set, the timetable that they create for themselves, they don't specifically put some time for practice. Okay, all that time they put is completely invested into studying. Okay, and they don't have a significant portion of the day in their daily routine for practice, specifically. Okay, that is the biggest mistake that you can make while creating your timetable. Okay, so do not make this mistake. I'll just show you, when I'll show my timetable, you will get to know, how I'm following all these things that I've shown to you. Okay, now one thing before sharing the exact timetable with you, so there are certain qualities that you must have if you really wanted to create a timetable. Because see, creating a timetable is one thing, but following that timetable to the T is another thing. Okay, timetable बना तो लोगे आप, ठीक है, बट उस टाइम टेबल के हिसाब से अपने आप को फॉलो करना, वो मेंटेन करना, वो उससे भी बड़ा चैलेंज है. ओके, सो उसके लिए क्या जरूरी है, ये चीजें आपको अपने अंदर लानी पड़ेंगी. व्हाट आर द मस्ट रिक्वायर्ड थिंग्स दैट यू मस्ट हैव? सो ऑनेस्टी, obviously whatever you have decided to do in this particular week, if you are not able to, complete into that particular time duration that you have set for yourself, do not fool yourself by saying that, I have completed, at least I have completed 90% or I've completed 80%. And maybe if you're probably posting your mentor about your time duration or timetable, do not tell a lie to him that no, I have completed whatever I have decided to do. Because what will you do? You'll not be fooling your mentor, you'll be fooling yourself. Okay, so honesty is important, discipline is important, so consistency should be there. Okay, then your goal setting is extremely important. Okay, you should be knowing how much I have to cover. See, the biggest problem that you will face while preparing for UPSC after 2 months of your preparation or after 1.5 months of your preparation, if any of you have already started preparation 2 months back, 3 months back, you can actually understand what I am trying to say. That the biggest problem that you'll face is that after 2 months of your preparation, you will feel like whatever I am not sure what I have done is right. I'm not sure what else I have to do. I'm not sure where am I, how much I have completed, how much more I have to do. I'm feeling like suffocated. I'm feeling like I am into a sea with no shore, in front of me. So you'll have that kind of a feeling after 1 or 2 months of the preparation, because you'll feel like, what is happening, I don't know how much I have completed. I don't know how much I'll complete. So that goal setting will help you in that way. So your weekly goal setting, monthly goal setting, 3 months goal setting, 6 months goal setting, 9 months and 12 months. This should be crystal clear. So if you have a timetable, 1+8 is asking session kab start hoga. What am I doing? Are you not able to listen to me? Am I audible? I hope. Hope I am audible to each one of you. Okay, great. 1+8. I'm taking the session. Session kab start hoga. What does that mean? Okay, great. Okay, so it is extreme. See, timetable helps you to set your goal. Okay, so you'll be knowing what I have to complete in next 1 week, what I have to complete in next 1 month, what I'm going to complete in next 3 months. Okay, then this will also help you to sorry, so what is required for your timetable is your concentration. So you need to make sure that whatever time duration that you have set for yourself for your study time, you must be concentrated on studies only at that particular time. Okay, and then your health is also important, so make sure that whatever timetable you prepare, you have given enough time for fooding and health related activities as well. Okay, so I'll just show you a timetable that I have prepared. Okay, and then probably you'll get a clear idea of how you can prepare your own timetable. Okay, so few things that I have considered while creating this timetable. Few assumptions. One, that you are only preparing for UPSC. You don't have any other responsibility. That means you're not into job. You're not into graduation. Okay, so you're completely dedicated to UPSC examination preparation. Second thing, that you are an early riser. So early to rise, early to bed kind of a student. Okay, so that's what I have considered while preparing for this particular timetable. Okay, so your timetable, so your day starts at 5 o'clock. So you wake up at 5 o'clock. First half an hour is dedicated to some kind of a morning tea, and then your morning yoga or exercise. It is extremely important that you start your day with some kind of an exercise. It will help you to freshen up, plus it will help you to have that mental strength. If you're doing yoga or meditation or some that kind of an activity for 20 minutes in the morning, it will help a lot to get your energy uh, you know uh, sources working. Okay, then next half an hour can be dedicated to morning course, like bathing and brushing and everything else. And probably 6 o'clock is that when you start your day. Okay, so roughly 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour 45 minutes can be dedicated in the morning to newspaper. Okay, so that's the time when you start reading your newspaper. Okay, in the morning, 1 hour 45 minutes, that's good enough time to cover the complete newspaper as per examination structure. Okay, so if you're a English medium student, you can follow Hindu or Indian Express. If you are a Hindi medium student, you can follow Jansatta, or maybe you can follow Dainik Jagran. Okay, just make sure that you also start making notes while you are reading newspaper. Okay, so that morning 6:15 to 7:45 or 6 to 7:30 is the timing that I'll dedicate to newspaper. Okay, then afterwards, after reading newspaper, I'll do my breakfast. Okay, so by 8:30 I'll finish up my breakfast. And one thing that you need to take care of while you are doing your breakfast is that take a little heavy breakfast in the morning. Heavy in the sense that it should be filling. Okay, so in case if you have to stretch your studies in the afternoon, or if you have to kind of maybe you can say delay your lunch, you should be ready. You should be full in terms of if you're delaying your lunch in the afternoon time. Okay, so take a little full breakfast in the morning so that rest of the day can be covered. Okay, then start your day after breakfast with revision of what you have learned yesterday. Okay, so dedicate 1 hour of the day in the morning to whatever you have studied yesterday. You revise that so that it will be completely into your mind. Okay, so that's first thing that I'll do. And after that, the next 1.5 hour I'll dedicate it to study. Okay, now in the morning study time, 9:30 to 11 o'clock, I'll pick up the difficult topics for the day. Okay, so if I have to cover, let's say, Indian national movement portion, or maybe some part of history today, some chapters of history, so I'll pick up the difficult portion in the morning, because morning time is when you are at full capacity. Okay, at full efficiency, your mind is fresh, so you can do the difficult thing in the morning itself. Okay, After that, after my study time of 1.5 hours, then I'll take a break. Okay, so this is my first break of the day. Okay, at this point in time, you can take some tea if you wanted. If you're fond of tea or coffee, you can probably, uh, do watch some kind of a news, maybe, browse through some kind of an app. Okay, but take your time, take your mind away from the studies at this particular time, at this break. Okay, after that half an hour of break, I'll again dedicate it 2 hours to my study. Okay, now this second study time duration of the day, at this point in time, I would advise you to change the subject so that that monotony will not set in. Okay, so by 1:30, I'll cover up my second schedule of study day. Okay, after that, I'll go to lunch. Okay, so 1 hour is dedicated to lunch. I would advise you to not take a very heavy lunch. Okay, because at this point in time, this weather that we are in for next 4 to 5 months, what will happen is that after lunch duration would be like you'll kind of feel sleepy. You'll not be able to kind of concentrate with that way that you're concentrating till the time in the morning. Okay, so if you're taking a heavy lunch at this point in time, you start feeling sleepy for the rest of the day. Okay, so take a little lighter lunch, take fruits and all stuff. Okay, do not take chapatis at this point in time. That is why I've told you to take a little fuller breakfast in the morning. Okay, once I'm done with my lunch, now after lunch time is the time where your efficiency will be at the lowest point. Okay, you will be at a point where you're feeling lazy. Okay, at this point in time, instead of studying, I would advise you to go for practice. Okay, because mind is at the lowest efficiency, so instead of studying any new thing, I'll try to solve few questions. I'll try to practice so that my mind again freshen up with that. Okay, so 1.5 hour, 2:30 to 4 o'clock, I'll do my mock test practice. Okay, after that, half an hour of tea break. Okay, this will refresh you further. Okay, so my practice, doing some questions, it will kind of rejuvenate me, and then some tea coffee afterwards, so I'll be kind of fresh after that. Okay, then from 5:30 to 6, half an hour I'll dedicate it to my hobby. Okay, this is important in two aspects. One, if you are following any hobby and you are giving time to your hobby, half an hour of time in the evening, the kind of energy that you will get of doing something that you like to do is unparalleled. Okay, so that will help you to kind of bounce back of whatever you have done for the whole day. You'll not feel lazy if you follow a hobby for half an hour in the evening. Second, it usually happens while in your interviews of UPSC, they'll ask about your hobby and they'll ask questions about from that hobby. So if you are dedicatedly following your hobby for 1 year, half an hour in the day, you'll have kind of knowledge that you can answer any kind of question at the interview time. Okay, so half an hour to your hobby. After that, 3 hours of study time in the evening. Okay, so at this point in time, I'll cover whatever I'm left with in terms of my daily goal. Okay, so I'll cover that portion, and then becomes your dinner time. Okay, so dinner time would be close to 1 hour where I can watch TV as well. I can follow news or any kind of web series that I'm following. Okay, so that timing would be at the dinner time. Okay, and then by 10 or maximum 10:30, if I am fond of reading, so I can read a novel. If I'm following, if a book I'm following, I can give that particular time in the bedtime. Okay, so probably 9:45 to 10:30 or 10:15 I can give to book reading, and then I can sleep. Okay, so that's from morning 5 to evening 10. 10:30 maximum you should sleep, so that you will have close to 6.5 to 7 hours for your sleep as well. Okay, so gives so that would be an kind of a perfect timetable for a UPSC aspirant. Now, few things to note out there in this timetable, that I have given close to 7 hours of sleep time. Okay, uh, see, you should have minimum 7 hours, because it's a long study plan. It's 1 year study plan. You cannot constantly compromise on your sleep time day in day out. Okay, so I have given significant 7 hours for a sleep. I've given enough breaks in between. I've given enough time for your food. Okay, I've given time for your hobby as well. Okay, I've taken sufficient kind of duration in between of study times. Okay, I've given time to morning exercise as well. I've given time to newspaper as well. So these are the things that you should have while preparing your timetable for UPSC CSE examination. Okay, I hope now you are a little clearer in terms of how to make a timetable. Okay, how it helps. Okay, so first thing, it will give you absolute clarity. अगर आपके पास timetable बनाया हुआ है, if you have a timetable ready for yourself, you are very clear that what you have to do in the day. Okay, you are extremely clear that at what time what I have to do. Okay, you will be very clear that I am studying for these many hours. You are extremely clear that I'll cover this much portion in 3 days, this much portion in 7 days, this much portion in 1 month, this much portion in 3 months. Okay, so the clarity will be there if you have a timetable in your hand. Okay, accountability is there. Now when you have set a goal for yourself, now you know that I have to study from 6 to 9 in the evening. So that accountability will set in. Now you cannot say that, you know, what is my study time? I study at any point in time whenever I feel so. Okay, then it will also create a habit. You know, day in day out you are following the same timetable, so it becomes your habit after 7 days or 10 days of time. Okay, it will boost up your confidence when you start following timetable. So you are you know, when you are achieving what you have decided, that I decided to study from 6 to 9, or you know, let's say 6 to 10, and I'm studying for 7 days, so then your confidence will, you know, boost. You'll feel like feeling, okay, I'm able to follow, now I can do my studies. Okay, and it will also beat stress, because now you are not stressed because you know what you are doing. Okay, now Parikshit is asking, sir, please share one sample timetable for working professional. See, Parikshit or Kunal, see, for college student or for working student, what you can do is that the timetable that I've prepared you, okay, that I've shown you right now, you can, what you need to do is, see, this timetable is according to a student who is preparing for UPSC only. So I have made a timetable for a 1 year preparation module. For a student who is into college in graduation, or for a student who is working right now, for you it will be a 2 year study plan instead of 1 year. So whatever the time duration that I've set in out there, you just make it half, and, you know, plug in based on the other responsibility that you have. So if I've taken a 6 hour study plan in total, let's say for example, you take a 3 hour study plan and find the time duration based on your job profile, based on your you know, classes in academics. Okay, if I've taken a time duration of newspaper study for 1 hour 45 minutes, you break it half and you take yourself 45 minutes for that, let's say. Okay, if I've taken, let's say, practice time of 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes for in this timetable, for you it will be 45 minutes. So instead of preparing in 1 year, you will be preparing in 2 year duration, because it is not possible practically, you know. With job, I would always say that you take a 2 year goal in mind. Okay, or with graduation, I would say that you take a 2 year goal in mind, because you won't get that kind of a sufficient timing. Okay, so now I'll switch to the questions that you have asked me. Just give me 1 minute to find out the first question, and then I'll keep on, you know, answering all the questions that you have asked. Sasi IS are asking, in which way an institute can help us at preparation. So Sasi, if you feel that I have been able to help you in your preparation in making timetable in last 20 minutes, if you join an institute and, you know, follow their processes for 1000 hours, so generally like a GS, you know, a course, if you join, it will go on for 1000 hours of training is there, you know, close to 800 to 1000 hours. You can yourself, you know, get an idea if I am able to help you in 20 minutes only. If you follow, let's say, if you join my program, which is 1000 hours long, how much help, you know, there are 8 to 10 different mentors who will help you for different subjects to cover those subjects efficiently and effectively for 800 to 1000 hours. How much difference they can make into your preparation, you can yourself imagine if I am able to make some kind of a difference in 20 minutes. Okay, see what will happen, how an institute can help you in a preparation, that it can make you more efficient and more effective in your preparation. Something that you will be able to cover in 6 months, with the help of the institute, you'll be able to cover in 3 months or 2 months duration. Okay. Aditya is asking, can one start his preparation from November for CSE 2021? See, if you have not done anything till now, I would advise you to go for 2022. Okay, if you have started with few things and you have basic idea about preparation, you have basic idea about syllabus, you have covered, let's say, NCERT by this particular time, then you can go for 2021. Otherwise, I would advise you to go for 2022. Okay. If you are starting in November, starting from scratch in November, I don't have any kind of schedule for you that you can cover pre-CSAT mains all together by 27th of June. Okay, you need to understand it's a complex preparation. It has too many dimensions. GS alone is amalgamation of close to 10-12 different subjects. Okay, then you have optional subject, then you have CSAT, then you have language papers, then you have interviews. You require time to prepare for that. Okay, the examination not itself is tough. Okay, it's difficult. I'm not saying it's not tough, but what I'm saying is that examination is doable. It's crackable easily. But the problem is that you should have sufficient amount of time, significant amount of time for your preparation. Okay, so you're making yourself, the examination too much difficult if you're starting from scratch in November. Okay, so I would only advise you to start in November if you have done few things and if you have a basic idea about preparation. Okay. वीरेंद्र इज आस्किंग जॉब के साथ प्रिपरेशन करना कितना सही रहेगा? तो वीरेंद्र, आप जॉब के साथ प्रिपरेशन कर सकते हैं, उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, काफी स्टूडेंट करते हैं और क्लियर करते हैं. वन थिंग दैट यू नीड टू हैव इन माइंड दैट आप इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग विद जॉब, यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइम विद यू. ओके, सो आप 1.5 साल का कम से कम प्रिपरेशन टाइम लेके चलोगे. अगर कोई और स्टूडेंट 1 ईयर 8 मंथ्स में प्रिपेयर कर रहा है तो आपको डबल टाइम लगेगा इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग विद जॉब. ठीक है. Manisha is asking, sir, I've completed NCERT, also made notes, but unable to understand GS paper 1. So for Manisha, अगर आपको प्रॉब्लम आ रही है तो आप किसी मेंटर की हेल्प क्यों नहीं लेते? कोई इंस्टीट्यूट ढूंढिए, सर्च करिए. आपको आजकल तो बहुत सारे ऑनलाइन कोर्स मिल जाएंगे कोविड की वजह से. करियर लॉन्चर का तो अपना कोर्स 4 साल से ऑनलाइन वाला चलता है. बहुत ही आपको प्राइसिंग भी कोई ऐसा नहीं, 10-11,000 में आपको कंप्लीट 1 ईयर का प्रोग्राम मिल जाएगा. यू ज्वाइन दैट प्रोग्राम. Okay, and take help from someone if you are feeling stressful about general studies paper. Okay, do not kind of compromise with your study just because you wanted to do it by yourself. See, this examination have too many dimensions. You cannot be jack of all trades. There is geography, polity, economics, science and technology, current affairs, optional subject, too many things. You cannot be master of everything. You have to take help at some point in time. Okay, so do not feel bad if you have to join some coaching, if you have to take somebody's help. It's for your benefit only. Okay. हर्ष रंजन is saying, sir, अभी मैं पार्ट 2 में हूं, कैसे तैयारी करें यूपीएससी? पार्ट 2 I don't understand, हर्ष. If you're in, I don't understand what do you mean by part 2. Riya Verma is asking how to study additional books. You have to read them. If you are not able to read them, join a coaching, take some mentor's help. What are you expecting from me? I don't understand. Sasi I is asking, you prepared yourself or any institute helps? I don't, I don't understand what you are asking. See, it doesn't matter what I have done. What matters is what you are capable of doing. If you feel that you are able to do your studies completely without any hiccups by your own as per the syllabus pattern, exam pattern, then prepare by yourself. Okay, and if you feel that you are facing difficulties in doing polity, geography, history, economics, GS1, GS2 optional, then join an institute. It's plain and simple. Why to make it complex? It doesn't matter that if I or anybody else have joined an institute or not. Okay, I'm not you. Okay, you are not me. I have different capabilities, you have different capabilities. So if I have joined or not, it doesn't matter about yourself. Okay, you decide about your capabilities as per your point of view. हर्ष रंजन इज सेइंग, सर मैं हिंदी मीडियम में यूपीएससी की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ, क्या ऐसा है क्या हिंदी मीडियम वाले यूपीएससी नहीं निकाल पाते? किसने ये बोला हिंदी मीडियम वाले यूपीएससी नहीं निकाल पाते? हिंदी मीडियम आप जाके प्लीज चेक तो करिए 2019 का रिजल्ट, 2018 का रिजल्ट. हिंदी मीडियम वाले स्टूडेंट खूब यूपीएससी का प्रिपरेशन निकालते हैं, मतलब पेपर निकालते हैं. Aditya Kumar is asking how to study. How can I answer this question? How to study? You have done, probably you are into graduation. So you have done 15 years of studies. Now you are asking how to study and making proper sequence notes. I don't know what you want from, what you expecting from my side. Okay. So this much, if I'm going to tell you in this particular session, this session will never end. I'm sorry, Aditya. Okay, this is too much for this particular session. We are talking about timetable here. Okay, I'm happy to help you on other things as well, but it should be concentrated to one thing. I cannot talk about study, notes, NCRT, additional books in one session only. It require at least 3 to 4 sessions for this. Okay. And you are also, Oppo is asking to discuss syllabus here. How can I cover these things? See, what I would advise you all is that we do a course called as UPSC Starter Program. Okay, it's a 99 rupees course. Okay, so you have to spend 99 rupees. There are 11, 10 sessions into that course, 20 hours course. It will cover everything, NCRTs, how to study NCRTs, how to study additional books, syllabus, how to make notes, optional subjects, how to strategize your syllabus, how to make time, everything is covered into that. So just search in Google UPSC Starter Program Career Launcher. You'll find that program, 99 rupees program. Join that. All these queries will be solved. Okay. How to start your preparation, everything is there into that session. Okay, that program, 99 rupees only. So you'll be spending less than 100 rupees, 20 hours of classes. It will be live classes, like you are asking questions from me. It will be classes like that only. Just search for UPSC Starter Program Career Launcher. Join that program. All these kind of queries will be solved. Okay, it will be very beneficial for your preparation. Sasi is saying, but studying or revision time won't be sufficient if I join an institute. See, why you join an institute? You join an institute to be more efficient. The thing that you'll be able to cover by yourself, by studying by yourself in, let's say, 4 hours. If you join an institute, the faculty will get you covered in 2 hours only. That is why you join an institute. So it will help in your timetable. It will not, so obviously, see, let's say, for example, if you have to study a topic of history right now, if you did not join an institute, what will happen is probably you'll be able to cover that particular topic in 4 hours. Okay, so you're spending some time to cover that. Now when you join an institute, it may happen because those teachers are kind of expert into their trade. Okay, so they'll be able to cover all these things in 2 hours only. So you'll have 2 hours kind of bonus for your self study or revision. So joining an institute always help in time saving. It will not kill your time. Okay. So how to cover current affairs? Join that UPSC Starter Program. We do sessions like how to cover current affairs, how to cover newspapers, all these things into that UPSC Starter Program. Okay. College student, how to start this journey? So obviously, it's a whole together a different session where I'll talk about how to start your UPSC preparation. Okay, so we do that session as well. So probably what you can do, you can go to YouTube and search for Career Launcher IAS. Okay, so there is a channel called as Career Launcher IAS, and what you can do is just join that channel. So you'll find a session called as how to start UPSC preparation. Okay, in which I have discussed about how you can start the preparation step-by-step process. Okay. Parikshit is saying, thank you so much. You're most welcome. Actually, I'm preparing from a very long time and I'm well aware of the syllabus. Great. But the fact is that I'm preparing for both prelims and mains together. That is the way to prepare. Being a working professional, I cannot dedicate equal amount of time every day. So kindly advise me something on this. See, sometime it happens that you cannot have a very kind of a static timetable. You have to have a dynamic timetable. Okay, well, when you are working, it will become a more or less kind of a dynamic timetable for yourself. See, what you can do is, instead of taking a daily goal, create a weekly goal. Okay, so for example, instead of saying that daily I'll be studying 4 hours in a day, take a weekly goal of, let's say, I'll be studying 25 hours in the week. Okay, and then I'll try to follow that. So if on one day I'm getting 4 hours, on another day I'm getting 2 hours, at the end of the day for the week I have the goal of 25 hours that I have to cover up. So make a dynamic timetable instead of a static timetable. Okay. Aditya is saying can't be the main preparation done after the pre-exam. No, Aditya. See, let's take example of 2021. Your prelims examination is in 27th of June and your main examination is in mid of September. So you have what, 2 months in between. 2.5 months you cannot do mains preparation. You can only do practice and revision at that particular time. So it is not possible to study like that. First I'll do pre, once I'll clear pre, then I'll study for mains. It cannot happen. How to start? Again, go to YouTube channel of Career Launcher IAS. There'll be a session called as how to start UPSC preparation, or join that UPSC starter program. If you're starting your preparation, that program is gold mine. Okay. It's like ultimate program for you. Okay. It will cover all the aspect of UPSC preparation in 10 sessions, 20 hours. Awesome program. I'm not saying because it's my program. Please do understand, with my experience of last 15 years, I have seen lot of students struggling at the time of starting the preparation. They have so many questions in mind, so many self-doubt in mind when they start their preparation. They don't know anything about how to select optional subject, what to read into newspaper, what to read in NCRT, how to create notes, how to prepare for essay preparation. Okay, which are the books that I need to follow. What is the syllabus, what is the topic wise syllabus. There are too many questions in mind when you start your preparation. By seeing all those things into students, when seeing that those students struggling, then I have decided to do this course called as UPSC starter program. Nobody does this kind of a course across the country. Okay, only we do it, and we have taken only 99 rupees. So idea is not to earn money from that course. Idea is that only serious aspirant will come into those classes, because there is a lot of interaction that happens between teacher and student in those classes. Okay, so I've created a 20 hours module at 99 rupees only. The idea is to solve all these kind of queries that you may have at the start of your preparation. Okay, join that program. You'll feel very good. You'll thank me after doing that program. Okay, so I would highly recommend, not because that's my program, because it's a need for you, and I am answering that need by that program. Okay, those 20 hours will change the way that you prepare. Okay, so search in Google UPSC starter program career launcher. You'll find that program. Join that. Okay, or go to career launcher site. You'll find it somewhere. Okay. Can you show me your timetable once more? Okay, Samir, I'll just do that. Let me see other questions. So for you, I'll just open that. Okay. Abhishek is saying, how can I get to know the prices of CL course regarding UPSC? So I'm just putting the link in the chat window. You can just go to that link, okay? And you can find out all the courses detail, prices, what we offer from there. So I have put in the link in the chat window, careerlauncher.com/cl-online. Go to this link and click on the UPSC tab. You'll find all the courses that we have with prices and all the details of the courses. You can join the courses from there on only. So 99 rupees program, we have already started. 3-4 session has been done. So you'll get the recording of those session, and the rest session you can do. Kumari Chandu is asking that it is asking for 249 rupees for starter program. Just give me 1 minute. I'll show you in the screen if it is asking 249 or 299. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just go on the Google and I'll just show you. I hope you are able to see my screen. So I've gone to careerlauncher.com/cl-online, the link that I have given to you all as well. Once I've gone to this page, I'll go to UPSC section. Okay. So it will show me all the programs of UPSC. I'll click on online coaching. Now I have to find UPSC starter program out here. Okay. I've missed it. Just give me a moment. Here it is. So UPSC starter program, you can see the UPSC starter program written. When I click on it, okay, it is 99 rupees only. The additions I can just remove. Okay, so it is 99 plus 18 rupees GST, 117 rupees. If I go from proceed to pay, I have to put in my, I have to create an account. You can create account by signing up. Okay, I'll just remove the additional things, and it will take me to payment page. I have to pay 117. That is 99 rupees plus taxes. Okay. So I hope it is clear now. So it's 99 rupees only. Okay. Redmi is asking how to revise the topic to easily remember. See, you have to start creating notes. If you're creating notes, then you can revise them easily. Okay, so I have told you how to join the program. Now it is perfectly clear, I hope. Okay, so okay, I hope I have resolved all the queries that you have. It was really nice interacting with you all. If you have any query, I'll give you last 1 minute to post any query that you may have, anything that you want from my side. So Abhishek, Riya, Manisha, you're most welcome. You're saying thank you. Any of NK Mehta is saying thanks a lot. You're most welcome. Any of you, if you have any feedback about the session, positive or negative, whatever you feel, you can just post on the chat window. It will help me to, strategize my next session. If I've done good or bad, if, I have wasted your time or invested your time. So Parikshit is saying thank you, sir, for your guidance. You're most welcome. Redmi is saying thank you, sir. You're most welcome. So any kind of feedback that you have about the session, okay, so Ria is saying positive interaction. So that's good. Okay. Brinda is saying thank you, sir. You're most welcome. Ramanathan is saying thank you, sir. Very useful about timetable fixing. So it's really feel good to know that I am able to help you. Samir is saying good impact. So we keep on doing such kind of a session. Okay. We will SMS you. By the way of SMS, we'll tell you if we are doing any other session. Okay. You can also follow our YouTube channel. So you can just go on YouTube, search for Career Launcher IAS. We beam all these session live also. Okay. So if you have missed this session, you can just go to our YouTube channel, Career Launcher IAS on YouTube, and you can watch the recording of this session. Okay. So Vajida is saying thank you. Arjun is saying thank you. Anju is saying thank you for clearing the doubts. Ajay is saying, can you please tell once again about the course? So Ajay, I was telling about, so because there are a lot of questions that are coming about, how to make notes, how to cover NCRTs, how to cover newspaper. So I was saying that we have created a course called as UPSC Starter Program, okay, where there are 20 hours of classes where we'll solve all these kind of queries. Okay, so we cover all these points, how to make notes, how to will topic wise syllabus. Okay, like how to read newspaper, how to make notes, how to write an essay, how to cover maps. Okay, atlas, all these points we cover into those sessions. So you can, that's 99 rupees only, and that will be extremely valuable for your preparation. Samir is saying, can you share the timetable once again? Okay, just give me a moment. I'll just, for once, I'll just show it for you. Okay, so that's the first. You can just take a screenshot if you want. Okay. Then that's the second slide. Then this is the third slide. So you can just take a screenshot or a pic. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. It was really nice interacting with you all, knowing you, and solving your queries. All the very best for your UPSC preparation. The recorded video can be found at our YouTube channel, which is with the name of Career Launcher IAS on YouTube. So go to YouTube, search Career Launcher IAS, and you will find the YouTube channel. Okay, which on which you will find the recording. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Take care. All the very best. Bye.